Hello, Muster0063 here for what will be part 45 of Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest number 2. And looking at this title screen, you're probably thinking, what am I doing uploading this video right now? Have I skipped a whole bunch of videos? Have I accidentally just uploaded the final part of this Let's Play or some sort of add-on? No, I haven't. So, the story here is that today is the 26th of June 2018, so this is 2 days before I'm actually uploading this part. One day after I uploaded part 44 on the 25th of June 2018. Having uploaded the previous part, I just did a bit of recon, just checking the next video that was coming up, just to see if everything was okay. Even just was like silly things to try to think about in advance, like video titles and such like that. And what I had as part 45 was not what I was expecting to be part 45. There seemed to be a video missing, so yeah, I don't know whether the video recording failed and it never recorded anything, or whether it was successful but somehow I've deleted the footage without putting the video together. I don't know, because I found the audio. Unbelievably, I have found the audio that would have been my original part 45, but I have no video recognition of it whatsoever. There's nothing. Yeah, I don't know whether it was just. Yeah, as I said, the recording completely failed initially, or I've accidentally deleted it, or skipped over it when I was putting all the videos together for this Let's Play. I don't know. I have the audio but no video. But thanks to the audio, I know what I missed. So basically, this video is me, of course, as you can see there, having already completed the game, trying to recreate or what I did in my old part 45, or recreate much of what I did, because I'm not going to recreate one thing. I'll explain that in a minute. But anyway, yeah, lost footage, so yeah, I'm trying to fill in the gaps. Just to note on while we're on the title screen here, I've got a second save file over here, which looks like we've got a whole bunch of extra time put into it for no real reason. But what I'm going to do, because this is version 1.4 of the game, I'm just going to briefly go into cheat mode. I'm not going to show off all this off. I show a little bit of it off in the final part of this Let's Play. I know, heavy spoilers here. But that didn't have all the things in here, because I say this is version 1.4. I was previously playing on version 1.3 or something. So something that was added was this Green Star mode, which I, of course, sort of had to do. So I was just, the achievement whore. But basically what this does is sort of like Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario World, or the newer sort of Wii or Wii U Mario games, introduce a sort of, once you've completed the game, this sort of Green Star mode, where you pretty much sort of go through all the levels collecting random green stars all the way throughout, and it's an extra way of sort of just extending all the gameplay. Well, guess what? MagMammal 2 did it as well. So yes, I went through and dutifully collected every green star in the game as well. As you can see, it took about another... I think this time on this save file is not quite correct now, because I've been doing extra bits and pieces on it after I've already finished, so I don't think that time's quite correct. But anyway, I know a number of extra hours collecting all these green stars, but you can see on this save file, where I don't have all the green stars, it only counts as 58% of the game. So you're telling me that the green star collecting accounts for 42% of this game. Wow. That's something. But let's turn Green Star mode off, because I don't fancy having Green Star mode on while I'm doing bits and pieces now. I don't think I'm not going into any levels or anything like that, so I don't think we get to see any of the green stars, and I'm not showing Green Star mode off in this Let's Play or anything like that, because frankly, it's a nice extra, but I don't feel the need to do it during this Let's Play. But anyway, yeah, without any further ado, having reset that. Let's go into the main game, and first thing I'm going to do is go find the challenge tent, because I basically need to explain what I'm going to do. So yeah, as I said, thanks to the audio, I ultimately know what I need to recreate. But as I said, there is one thing here that I'm not going to be able to recreate. So let's go to the second one here, skip past all these spoiler things. And basically the achievements and stuff which I did last time were this one, on Challenge 13, on Old Sparkle. So defeat the secret statues in Tier 10. I already did that one as part of the Perfect Realms. I already did that one. Intense training, so get over 30 damage per second on the test dummy in the dojo. That one will be a dead easy one. That'll take no time whatsoever. And also I presume it's over here somewhere. Yes. Red belt, so challenge the arena, and again, spoiler alert, defeat Gamma at the end. So I will be doing... oh, sorry, there was one I need to mention that I won't be doing as well. So that one is this one, You Monster. Challenge 11, pop all the balloons in the main hub in Tier 9. The reason I'm not going to do this one is ultimately because it's fairly meaningless without the challenge there to pop up to say I've done it, because I'm popping a whole bunch of balloons, as it says there in the main hub tier 9. There's also one, by the way, and I will mention this, there's also one in the sewer in tier 2 next to Clown Man. Make sure you pop that one as well. I think you do that in order to get the actual achievement to register that everything is popped, all the balloons are popped, so don't miss that one. But, as I said, without the challenge popping up, because I've already got it, popping all the balloons is fairly meaningless. I'm not going to know I've got them all. So I did very briefly think about starting a new save file, just for the purpose, literally, of popping all the balloons in the hub to make the challenge appear. But as I found out during this Let's Play, the challenges don't register until you've collected enough. The challenge tent is unlocked. To unlock the challenge tent, you need to have collected enough noble nickels, visited Nightman, and have him open the challenge tent, so then all the challenges register. So I would still have to play through a fair chunk of the game, collecting a whole bunch of noble nickels to go and see Nightman and the Shavro Chatterless to get him to open the challenge tent, just so this thing would unlock. And as much as I'm so gutted that the original footage disappeared, I don't feel like, at least with this challenge, that you're missing out on too much. Just, yeah, I'm popping a whole bunch of balloons, but yeah, the fact that the challenge isn't going to pop up to say challenge complete, yeah, sorry, I'm not going to do this one, but I really don't think you're missing out on too much, truth be told. So, with that out of the way, let's go and do the things I need to do. So, let's go over to tier 10 first of all, and we will take out the bosses hiding behind the 3 glowing statues. Or, at least they would have been glowing. They won't be glowing anymore, because of course I've already beaten them. Yeah, all I can do is apologise for the lost footage. I'm pretty much recreating all of what was done previously. So, other than the pop the balloons one, I am at least trying to show off everything. Yeah, that would have been in my original part 45. But anyway, yeah, here is it looks a bit sort of worse for wear now, sort of a bit cracked and a bit dishevelled. But yeah, this would have been a glowing moon statue. So yeah, let's head into this, and we'll take on one of the what would have been the 3 statue bosses that would have got us our achievement. So yeah, this is the Moon. It's an upgraded version from what was in Neon Gravity level, which is the third placed entry in the original Magmammal contest. So he has 2 health bars for the first bit of his first phase. He shoots out a whole bunch of fireballs. You can kind of see where they're coming from the top of the screen because there's arrows underneath. After a certain period of time, he starts shooting out starts shooting out 3 fireballs, and they're pretty easy to dodge. His last one is he shoots out a fireball on the floor, and again that's pretty easy to dodge. In the start of his second phase, he does this sort of going off the side of the screens and slamming into you. It can be quite tricky to avoid that. You want to kind of slide off to the side to get out of his way. I'm pausing here to sort of just talk a bit more and actually show a bit off a bit more. But yeah, after half health there, he shoots this kind of fire wave out. He shoots fire at the floor as well. Pick your moments. He will sort of slam down to the ground, so find a spot between the fire because he'll bounce you up and you want to be between the fire, obviously not to get hit. It's a pretty straightforward fight. I mean, not to not take damage because it's very easy to take damage during that fight, but it's pretty easy to actually beat, I'd say. So yeah, nice little upgraded version of say the Moon from Neon Gravity, third place entry from the original Magmammal contest. So, make our way up here, pretty much all the way to the top, and yeah, the last 2 statues are actually in very close proximity to each other. So, yeah, here's the second one of the 2. It's the Birdo statue. So, yeah, we're going to get a sort of a recreation of the Birdo fight from the second placed entry from Magmammal 1. I forget what it's called. I can't remember if it's called Mario World or Super Mario Land or something along those lines. But again, a pretty straightforward fight to actually just win. But I hate these sodding arcing fireballs because I never seem to get a hang on dodging them very successfully whatsoever. But yeah, after about a third of the way through the fight, he shoots out an egg. Spikes start coming down from the ceiling, so ride the egg over the spike pit on the floor, and yeah, try and get out of his and try to get out of the way. Once we get him down to about a third health, he'll do the same thing on this side of the screen. So I'm kind of hoping Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it might be a time thing. In fact, I'm not even going to bother with that one. I'm not even going to need to bother. Yeah, not even going to need to bother crossing. I usually have to cross once you beat him. By the way, yeah, this floor sort of becomes solid on the bottom there. But usually I end up having to go, twice across, so once to the right hand side and then once back. But I seem to just do. For some reason there, I just seem to do a lot more damage, a lot more quicker than I usually do. So I managed to take him out before needing to go back. But yeah, he can sort of randomly jump around, and that can be a bit annoying to avoid when he shoots the arcing fireballs in particular. But again, one of those pretty straightforward fight like the Moon. I'm very, very rarely going to not take damage to it unless I'm deliberately trying my absolute hardest not to take any damage. But still, a pretty easy fight, but a much upgraded version, obviously from the second place entry from Magma 1, which was pretty much just an egg that hatched, I think, into Birdo, and then he pretty much just stood there not really doing anything. So yeah, a much improved fight. And yeah, here is Glassman. He is the last of the 3 statue bosses that we need to take out. He's obviously based heavily on Glassman, the winning entry by Red Bloopy from the original Magma contest, and he's quite a bit different. And he's a very difficult fight, actually. I would like to try and do it without using E-tanks, but yeah, he is quite the bastard in this version. He gets quite the upgrade. Not least because he starts off with 2 health bars. But yeah, he starts off sort of doing. You shot both of them at the same time there. That was interesting. Yeah, he starts off not so bad, just sort of repeating his original pattern. But yeah, after a while, he starts shooting that spike ball, which when it bounces along the floor, sends other spiky sort of projectiles in our way, and we have to avoid them. But yeah, he does this thing here. Again, he shot 2 of them, where he shoots this shield with 4 round him, and yeah, once he does that, you want to try and shoot them to get out of the way, because he will fire them off after a certain amount of time as well. Once he's down to half health, he then starts doing this attack, this is just one of a fair few attacks he's going to do, where he starts just shooting out these sort of crystals, if you will, or glass remnants. He'll then also shoot out these sort of dummy crystal ball or balls that split apart into like, again, glass fragments. And yeah, this is quite the hectic fight. Not least because he has 2 health bars, but yeah, all of his attacks are, or most of his attacks are, I find, really like friggin' hard to avoid. This is quite the hectic fight. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get him here. That's going to be very annoying if he gets me now, because he's got 1 health. I wonder if I can actually pull this off. Well, lovely. And apparently didn't count it. So, yay, well, we'll do it again. I did beat him, so I don't know whether I would have got the challenge for that, but yeah, no, the middle of the fight there didn't go very well at all. But I actually felt like I wasn't describing it very well as well either, so if nothing else, it might give me a bit of extra time just to try and talk a bit better and discuss his moves a bit more. So yeah, this attack. When you shoot, he will he'll fling a glass fragment away. After a certain amount of time, he will just fling the whole thing. So at that point in time, you want to try and get away from him. I hate this attack, by the way. It's so hard to avoid. Yeah, try and jump over them. But I say you want to take out at least probably 2 to avoid, not having a massive shield here to have to jump over. So that was nasty of you. Thanks. What? Oh, thank you. Okay, I did manage to get rid of another one. Yeah, that would have been a bit annoying if I hadn't pulled that off. Yeah, thankfully at half health that bloody spike ball goes away. We should be okay this time, I'm hoping. Obviously you've still got a full health bar left, and well, if I'm going to do clumsy things like that, it might not be okay, I don't know. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit more confident this time. I've got a lot more health than I had last time. I'm doing a much better job of dodging this attack and everything, so yeah. This bit is just kind of just kind of sort of walk along and slide under the one that's lowest down. That was terrible. That was terribly timed. Yeah, let's not get cocky here. I could still screw this up. I think I need to move further away. Yeah, the third one there is always going to be wow. The third one there is always going to be glass. Oh my god! It's going to be Glassman coming down from the ceiling. Maybe I won't do this. Oh my god, I might not do this. This is unbelievable. This is, wow, that was so bad at the end there. Absolutely appalling. I say I wanted to do that without E-tanks, because just because. I don't think it's so hard that I feel like it's deserving of needing to use E-tanks on that, but yeah, good grief. I was doing a really good job there until like he was down to maybe about a quarter of his health, and all of a sudden I kept missing him. I kept taking damage all over the place, but yeah, a blooming hard fight actually. I think his glass ball, he stays in that forever, and it slowly cracks apart. It can be very hard to avoid that. There's a lot of attacks going on there, and a lot you need to pay attention to. So yeah, that is quite the hectic fight. So yeah, don't underestimate that one at all. I think I want to be, and I think tier 4 is about the closest I want to be, or the closest to where I want to go. So let's just pop a balloon, shall we? Just for old time's sake. There you go. The dojo is where I want to be now for the last 2 challenges. So we'll go to the arena first of all, and of course all these are unlocked because I've done them all before. But yeah, let's head over to this Toadman dummy. So you can see if I just sort of shoot away here, I'm not really getting anywhere near the 30 damage per second, I presume that is, in order to actually get the achievement. So I actually think I managed to pull this off unbelievably in my original version, where I was just sort of triple blading the hell out of him and actually managed to get to 30 or something. I think I managed to pull this off, but I'm running out of steam now, and I can't quite seem to pull it off. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. Let's try this one more time. If I can't do it, I'll just switch to the ridiculously easy way of doing it. But yeah, I swear I actually got this up. Maybe not. I don't know with Triple Blade. I swear I haven't got obviously the footage to see what it was, so I can't actually tell. And it's blooming hurts trying to do that. So okay, let's not do it that way. Let's just switch the weapons. I show this off in a later part, or all the weapons in a bit more, much more detail in a later part. But yeah, get out the force beam weapon. As you can see here, you can get up to like over 60 damage per second or whatever that is. So yeah, by doing that, obviously by going over 30, I would get the achievement for. I'm just going to click back to the pause menu and switch back the weapons. I've got to have one more go at this. I've got to have one more go at this. And shoot the wrong direction. Lovely. Brilliant. Can't seem to do it anymore. Well, that's a shame. But anyway, don't know why I'm refilling anyway. But yeah, the quick and easy way is just to, once you unlock the additional weapons, I'm sure you can do that. I feel like with a button masher, I don't even mean to press up there. With a button mash, with a better button masher than me, you could pull that off with Triple Blade, or indeed perhaps some of the other weapons. But anyway, yeah. Once you've actually unlocked the other weapons, yeah, force beam here, which is slash claws equivalent or whatever, just absolutely rips him to shreds. So you know what? I've got to just test that out now. I didn't do this in my original part, so I'm now doing things that I didn't originally do. But yeah, I don't think this has got any chance. That's got no chance. Never mind that. So yeah, anyway, that's beat up the Toadman dummy. So yeah, that was one of the other achievements I was going to do. And the last one that I did in this video was clear the first arena. So here we go. The arena, take on a myriad of past foes from Mega Man's adventures with a familiar foe waiting at the end. So yeah, let's pop into that. I feel like I need to apologise for my commentary in this just generally. I feel like it's not been very good, but as I say, I'm returning to this like 3 or 4 months after I recorded all the footage. I know that shouldn't matter because I'm just reacting to what's going on here, but no, I'm just so disappointed the original footage disappeared, and I'm just sort of having to recreate this sort of on the fly, particularly with the challenges not registering either. But yeah, this was the last thing I did in my original part 45. So yeah, let's go take out the first arena, which is basically the dev kit bosses, I believe, from this game, which were the ones that were sort of available for people to use. And once you get to see a lot of Robot Masters in particular that nobody used in any of their entries. So we'll get to see some that were used over and over again. So Chillman, for example, springs to mind. But yeah, I think we might. Did we see? No, we haven't. We might get to see Splash Woman later. See, now I'm worried about spoiling stuff that's happened. That's that I've done 3-4 months ago, but I haven't uploaded yet. Oh boy! But anyway, yeah. Dev kit bosses in this arena. Let's go. It's very similar to obviously the arena from. That was terrible. The first Mega Man contest. So basically, we get a boss rush where, oh my god. We get a boss rush, and we have to clear all the arenas. Oh, sorry, clear out defeat all the bosses in one go. So we've got 20 to do, and yeah, they're not It's not too bad. I feel like, frankly, this is actually easier than the arena in the first contest, just because you get sort of more health pickups. You also get access, I think, to E-tanks and such like that. So as you can see here, I can choose to. I'll do it on the weapon actually, because I don't plan on using any. But yeah, I can refill. I've got 5 full health refills, 10 weapon energy refills, and 1 complete, life and weapon refill should I need it. Plus E-tanks and M-tanks as well, should I need it. I'm certainly going to try and do this without the need for E-tanks or M-tanks, because again, I feel like I'd be embarrassed if I needed to use them. But well, not been doing so well so far, and look how much frigging damage I took to Splash Woman already. So yeah, this is all just about really, trying to get through, taking as little damage as possible. I'm gonna do it using the Mega Buster because, yeah, once again, I'm never a sort of a huge fan of kind of like, using weapons all over the place. I know that's silly and most people would, and it's how you would sort of play the game and such like that. But I've always been like a stickler for the kind of like just a fan of ultimately the Mega Buster. So this is the way that I just kind of go through the game. So anyway, that was Guts Man. Next up we've got Volt Man. I'm taking a bit of a risk here because I feel like, as well as obviously just the part of the strategy here is obviously not taking as little damage as possible, but it's also strategizing when you want to collect your health refills and such like that. So if I feel like I can beat a boss and I feel like I can beat Centaur Man without needing to refill there, if I might get hit, but I still feel like I'm not going to take enough damage there that would kill me. So at this point in time, I'm not going to refill, because obviously if I refilled and took damage, then next time I would start off with then I start off with lower health than if I took damage here, and then got the health pickup. So yeah, I feel like this is all about strategizing ultimately when to select or when to collect the health pickups in particular. So the weapon pickup's not going to be of any consequence to me whatsoever. But yeah. Avoid taking damage as much as possible and just be strategic about when I want to pick up the health icons. And of course, given that these are sort of dev kit bosses and most of them are... I'm not going to take my chance on that one though. Are dev kit bosses, they're pretty much most of them Robot Masters from obviously from official games. I'd like to think I have fairly good strategies for them all. Obviously, there are going to be some that are a bit more annoying, some that I'm likely to take more damage on. Quint is one of those ones. He's one of the ones I'm obviously far less familiar with. In fact, I would have died by now. I might even die anyway. So that was certainly a good use of the health upgrade there, because I am getting my arse absolutely handed to me. And I'm also probably going to need another one here, because I don't trust that I'm not going to be able to do Metal Man very well. So yeah, going well this part. Somewhat of a spoiler alert. I don't feel like I do particularly well in the other arenas either. And yeah, well, if this is anything to go by, accidental sliding, lovely. Still haven't resolved that issue, by the way. 3-4 months later, I'm still accidentally sliding all over the place. Joy. Yeah, I don't recall the arenas going very well at all. And well, yeah. Additional footage or not, let's keep up that tradition of doing absolutely terrible on the arenas, shall we? I don't think I'm going to do this now without like E-tanks or something. I feel like there are a number of bosses coming up that are still obviously to come that could be quite tricky, and I'm doing an absolutely terrible job. This one among them. I'm hoping this one goes well, Pharaoh Man. This has the potential to go absolutely horribly. Did you really need to do that? Oh my goodness me. Of course, I could start using, and I have been doing that on other bosses as well, which you've seen me sort of doing charge shots and things like that. I'm not doing that where I've got the opportunity to. So yeah, I'm still making use of that where possible. But yeah, and again, as I said, I probably could make this a whole lot easier on myself by using weapons and such like that. But to be honest, I don't really know a lot of the weapon weaknesses for them either. So certainly for this, just in terms of, again, I'm only sort of filling a stopgap here as well. I feel like, actually, stopping to take time, or even just looking up. I frankly can't be bothered to find out what all the weaknesses are. I'll stick with the Mega Buster. I like fighting like that. I feel like it offers a good challenge as opposed to just using weapons all over the place. Which don't get me wrong, can be fun. Yeah, I like the challenge of taking on these types of things. With just my good old Mega Buster. Okay. That was a pretty nice breather, Mecha Dragon, and here's hoping Top Man proves. Oh, come on! Proves a fairly nice breather as well. I suppose if there is a boss, I'm going to accidentally shoot the wrong way on and prolong the fight. Let's have it be Top Man. One that should be still fairly inconsequential. Okay, Cut Man. This one could be kind of bad or could be kind of good. We'll just have to see how it goes. It's interesting to sort of see how kind of well or how closely these sort of acts compare to their original sort of versions. Because I do feel like some of them do sort of act very close to their original versions, and some act, at least what I feel, slightly differently, which is interesting. Cutman, for the most part here, seems to be one of those ones who sort of acts very similar, but again, sometimes he can still surprise me. I did get hit once. I'm hoping once is all I'm going to get hit, but yeah, that wasn't too bad, actually. That is really annoying. That's really annoying. Because I don't feel comfortable going into Quick Man with that amount of health. Maybe a little bit more I would have done. Yeah, this is one of those fights that obviously could just go absolutely horribly. So, unfortunately, yeah, not confident at all with the amount of health I had. So obviously, as much health as I can keep here, the better. But in some ways, yeah, I'm not saying I'm rooting for like taking a whole bunch of extra damage, but that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Although, frankly, the fact that I didn't take that much damage anyway is really nice. Just from the point of view, I don't feel like it was completely wasted. Although, looking at that damage output, I could have not used that health there, and I would have been fine. And in fact, I wouldn't have even used it here. I would still have been. Well, I'm pretty confident. Fingers crossed that Gravity. I'm not going to take a hit on Gravity Man anyway. Yeah, I think I would have been absolutely fine, even with the amount of even with that damage I took on Quick Man. So I still wouldn't have even got it yet. I would have taken on Gravity Man still without getting the health icon. Or health pickup, and probably would have again here. Anyway, that's all, yeah, long gone. Here's Crash Man, and the charge shot just hopefully makes this fight just a little less tedious. Again, could use weapons or such like that, but I'm going to stick with the Mega Buster shot. Mega Buster. Oh God! I just slid accidentally. And took some damage. That was bad. That was awful. Should not be getting hit to Crash Man. Yeah, that's bad. Crash Man would have been one of the ones that I would have been absolutely, hoping to do without taking any damage. That was bad. Once, admittedly, not disastrous, but still not great. Okay, and now we get Gemini Man with charge with my. Oh God! Will you stop with the accidental sliding? Yeah, it's good God! I mean, that was nothing to do with that. That had nothing to do with that. That was just terrible on my part. And oh good God! Wow, that was awful. My ability saved me, or my little extra there, where I don't sort of die and I get the extra hit, saved me there. But wow, terrible fight on Gemini Man. We've got 5 left, and I've got a full health bar here and 2 health pickups potentially still left. So depending on what's left, this should be okay. I mean, obviously the final one I wouldn't have the health sort of available anyway. So. Yeah, I've only got sort of 4 more left to get through. So yeah, here's hoping things go okay from here. I'm reasonably confident, I have to say. Although, as I say, I'm just sort of picturing or remembering what's to come, and there's one that's going to be very annoying. this wasn't it. Although Plant Man can be rather irritating compared to his Mega Man 6 version. I feel like he behaves differently here in the sense that in Mega Man 6 he was sort of one of the easiest ones that I felt to perfect run, in the sense that he never sort of seemed to, again, maybe this was an Anniversary Collection thing, in that he never seemed to walk all the way to me. I could hug a wall and he would never just reach. When he got that far he would back off, but in this version it seems like he can walk all the way to a wall, so I need to be extra careful and employ a slightly different strategy there. I'm just trying to think here. No, I want to keep. The enigma of using the power up on Toadman is reason enough not to do it. But I was actually just thinking at this point in time whether I'm sort of past the point ultimately of there being no point not to pick up the health icon. But no, we're not there. We're not at that point. As I say, the enigma of actually using that and using one of those for Toadman would be, yeah, let's not do that. So that means, I think, unless my calculations are wrong, we still have the one that's going to be slightly irritating to come. But that's absolutely fine. And as I say, there's no point now. Is it the one I'm thinking of? Oh, it's not, actually. I was thinking Fireman was in this version, but yeah, at this point in time, given that there's only two fights left, and of course I had one of the life refill and the Yoshishi, which would fill my life and my weapon energy. There was absolutely no point not to refill there. Whenever you can get to the point in any of these arenas, and I'll probably stress that point in particular on the other two. Whenever you get to the point where you've got more health pickups than there are fights left, then provided you're not full, then there's no reason not to use them. But yeah, I was expecting Fireman, funnily enough, but yeah, I think he must be elsewhere then. Yeah, I was expecting a fight against Fireman here, but not going to happen. But anyway, oh well. Shieldman can still be irritating. One of those Robot Masters where they can either go really well or really poorly, and it's going really poorly. I must say, I don't think your jumping at the moment is helping any. You're being quite the bastard. I'm playing terribly in terms of just failing to read what the hell you're going to do and and everything. That was a dreadful fight. And I got hit, half the half. But anyway, still, he's done, and we're on the final fight. It's a question mark, so we're not supposed to know who's there. But yeah, because I'd already got the challenge complete, I spoiled who it was. Yeah, it's Gamma. It's an updated version of Gamma from Mega Man 3. But yeah, he's got 3 health bars. And yeah, again, quite the different fight. But his strategy. Whoa! Don't accidental sliding there, and it nearly cost me because I got stuck in the ground and yeah, didn't move anywhere near where I wanted to. Yeah, get out of the way of the blooming giant hand that was coming up from underneath me. But anyway, yeah, he has 3 attacks. He never gets anything new based on. On any, whether his health has been depleted or anything. That's going to kick me. Wow. And the hand is the worst possible thing to get hit to because it takes off the most amount of damage. But yeah, he has the spike hand that rises from the floor. You want to just be on the floor, preferably, and slide out of the way of it. He has this that pellet shot attack, which can be kind of irritating to avoid, depending on where you are positioned on the screen at the time. And he also does the laser, this laser attack. Yeah, all of his attacks are pretty straightforward to avoid. In all honesty, the hand is definitely the one you want to, if you're going to take any damage, try and avoid that. Try and avoid the spike hand. That's the one that will do the most damage. By the way, he's sort of. Every time you see him sort of move or jump, or I don't feel like it's like a jump, but yeah, move from side to side, he shakes the ground. So yeah, the ground shakes. So if you're on the ground, or indeed on the platform, or indeed on this red platform, when he touches down, then you will stumble backwards. And yeah, so try not to probably be on the platform when that happens, because it just sort of it knocks you off and it sort of messes up your opportunity to attack him. But yeah, he's pretty straightforward in all honesty. As I say, he doesn't gain any new attacks or anything, per health bar or anything like that. He's obviously got 3 health bars, which just extends the fight a little. But yeah, he's he's not too bad. In the first, I think I got hit by the pellet one once because I was in a terrible position. Pop some balloons! And I think I got hit by the fist because I accidentally slid and stuffed up my momentum to get out of the way of it. But yeah, other than that, that was a reasonable fight, and yeah, a pretty straightforward way, thankfully, to round off the first arena. And yeah, that was what I managed to accomplish. I believe, I say, apart from the new monster achievement, pop all the balloons in the hub world and tier 9 and whatever. I think that's everything I did in the original part 45. So yeah, apologies. Obviously, the challenges completes haven't shown up here to indicate obviously that I've completed them, but. Yeah, clearly you can see from the opening of this video, I've 100% of the game. The challenges, I'll show it off anyway in the final part. But you know, whenever that eventually gets uploaded, that all the achievements and the challenges are complete. But yeah, annoying missing footage, and yeah, which meant I had to return to this game. Yeah, seriously, 3 or 4 months after I thought I was recorded all the footage and was completely done with it. So yeah, somewhat apologies for this part. I'm gutted about the missing footage, but other than the new monster challenge, I hope I've at least, yeah, I should have filled in the gaps for what unfortunately was in the footage that got lost. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there, and yeah, see you next time for part 46, when I think if everything's gone according to plan and there's no more missing footage or anything, we'll be taking on the next arena. So until then, cheerio.